Hi, Cancer. This will be your reading for the month of July 2023. The deck that I'm using is the Rider-Waite deck by Pamela Coleman-Smith and Arthur Waite. So the overall energy for the month of July 2023, it talks about you kind of withdrawing from conflict and pulling away from people, okay? Pulling away from a period of life or a period of time in your life where you felt unstable, where you felt insecure, where you needed to protect yourself. You felt you needed to protect yourself from other people. Okay. Now, this could be a period of time where perhaps you were recovering from illness. Maybe you were going through a period of time where you were sick and you're healing from that. It also talks about stress wearing down your health. You're worried. There's a lot of tension at home. You don't feel secure. You don't feel safe. You don't feel protected. It does talk about you needing to define your personal boundaries and standing up for yourself. People are bullying you. You're being bullied for some reason. Now try to stand up for yourself. Don't allow somebody else to step into your personal bubble, okay? There's no place for that in your world. Now it does talk about you opening up to someone. You're looking for some type of protection or a relationship where you feel protected or you feel respected in some way. And the relationship that you're in right at this point in time says that you don't feel stable, you don't feel secure, and you certainly don't feel respected. Now be very careful in the month of July. And I don't mince any words. I don't sugarcoat my readings. I say exactly what I see. And it's telling you to beware of danger, okay? To be very watchful. There's going to be possibly a violation of your physical, social, or emotional space, and don't put up with that shit. But also, don't put yourself at risk. Don't put yourself in those circumstances. Now, it does talk about a wound. It talks about needing to heal. Perhaps you have gone through a period of time where maybe you were attacked, maybe you were robbed, and so now you're healing from those wounds, okay? It does talk about moving forward, but things are very slow to stabilize at this point in time. You're having a hard time to balance things out, and indeed, it does talk about the location that you're in, that you're having to focus on the location you're in and your security and your safety in that area. So let's move in, because this is quite the eye-opening reading here. So let's move in to the first week. And the first week, it talks about you not having the confidence to move forward. You haven't had the opportunity that you need to demonstrate your skill or your leadership in either a job, a circumstance, or a situation that you've been thrust into, okay? Now, it does talk about other people seeing that strength inside you, but you don't see it. You don't see your role as a leader. You're lacking that self-confidence, and that might stem from the past or from your childhood. It does talk about you needing to reach out to other people, friends, family, co-workers, confidants, okay, to get other people on board with your ideas. You're feeling uncertain, but you're still moving forward. You're moving forward, but you're not sure if you're doing the right thing. It does talk about you becoming more socially active, but you're shy and you don't feel comfortable about speaking in public or speaking on a platform. Now, everything in your life is an experience, and everything in your life is moving you forward that ladder of success. You are going to move forward in a very successful way, and it looks like it's going to be as a leader in public speaking. Maybe you're even involved in a political field, and this is your way of gaining acknowledgement and accolades for your speaking abilities or your ability to motivate other people. Now, as you move into the second week, okay, it's talking about you still having that fear. You're having a fear of vulnerability. You're scared to open up to other people because you don't want to be finger pointed. You don't want to have anybody kind of like point the finger at you and say, you don't know what you're talking about, okay? You're not sure of how you're going to move forward. You're not ready to make a decision. You don't understand your motivation, and you're so settled into a particular way of life that you don't want to move out of that. You don't want to lose that security or that stability by adventuring out on your own, perhaps, or getting involved in a new endeavor or a new area of life. But it does talk about you being careful in that boredom, that you don't lose an opportunity that's being handed to you on a silver platter. And indeed, it could talk about depression in your life when you don't feel like your life is moving forward in any way. You're overlooking an opportunity, a good opportunity, a chance to do some positive in your life, okay? Now, if you're having problems in a relationship, things are going to smooth out. And maybe you're even repressing your feelings so that you can preserve that order in a relationship. It does talk about staying in a bad relationship because of emotional insecurity. You're scared to be alone. But this is ending. This is ending. If it's a bad relationship, it's leaving your life. A new relationship is coming in, okay? You're going to lose the stress. Maybe you're even going to move out of an unstable situation or a circumstance that you felt in danger all the time, where you felt you didn't feel safe, where you felt insecure. So it does talk about you moving. Talks about you renovating, perhaps moving in with a roommate or getting a roommate or moving in with a family member where you're going to feel safe and secure. Now, you could be moving in with a maternal figure in your life, a female aspect in your life, whether it be a sister, an aunt, a friend, a co-worker, someone who has that nurturing female energy, okay? It could be your mother. Indeed, it's someone who kind of like takes care of all your needs or takes care of all the needs in any circumstance. Someone who cooks, who cleans, who pays the bills, who works. It could be someone who runs a business, okay, a mom and pop type of business. But it's someone who is going to help you in a materialistic way, or perhaps even help you not only financially, but perhaps this person is going to offer you a stable home environment. It does talk about someone who's going to help you financially, definitely. There are gifts and favors. There is definitely some productivity that is coming through this relationship. And it could even be in a health aspect. Perhaps you are needing to heal from an injury, and this person is going to be your caretaker. Maybe this is even going to be someone like a nurse practitioner, or maybe even a PSW, okay? Someone who is going to step up to the plate to help you in your healing process. But indeed, it's someone who will aid and comfort you in this journey. It could even stand for an authority figure that's going to assume a leadership role or help you work through your issues so you can let them go. Now, let's move into the last week, because in that last week, in the third week, it was talking about someone who was going to help you out financially, perhaps even give you a gift of money or help you in some aspect of healing, okay? And then you move into that fourth week, and you know what? You have visualized what was going to happen. You have already kind of thought in your mind that indeed this was a scenario that was going to play out. And you have basically put a plan in place step by step, okay? You're trying to be very self-reliant from this individual, from perhaps this female aspect in your life, whether it be a sister, a mother, an aunt, whoever, a child, okay? So you're wanting to be very independent of them and very self-reliant and very kind of like individualistic, okay? And you're trying to go against the mainstream. You're trying to stand up for your personal values. And you're also trying to be very reliable to the other people in your life. But there may be an unexpected turn of events that are going to take things in a new direction. And that very well might be where you're offered a new opportunity that is going to give you that successful conclusion, where you're not going to feel unstable in your life, where you're not going to feel like you don't have the wherewithal to succeed, where you are going to succeed. You have the support system in place. There are people who appreciate you for who you are. There are people who are going to step up to the plate to support you in any way that they see fit, in any way that you need, whether that be materialistic, whether it be emotionally, or whether it be psychologically. Indeed, Cancer, you are moving forward in a positive direction in your life, and you are moving away from any type of abuse, whether it be a mental abuse, a physical abuse, or a psychological abuse. You are definitely going to be moving away from those energies and moving forward in your life. So There has been a lot of change for all the star signs right across the board. Everybody is moving into a new level in their life in the month of July. There are going to be obstacles. There are going to be some circumstances that are going to be frightening. There are going to be some circumstances that are going to really make you think. And indeed, you're going to have to be very focused on betterment in your life. But you are definitely going to be able to achieve it. So I shall see you in the month of August. Stay safe, stay healthy, and don't allow anybody to abuse you in any way. Namaste. Bye-bye.